Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, Pune brings to you a webinar on Madhubani painting, an ancient folk art. To learn the popular art of the Mithila region, to depict people and their association with nature from the ancient times, to learn this unique art with the use of fingers, twigs, brushes, and even matchsticks by our speaker Snigdha Bhatia. To learn the eye-catching geometrical patterns, to spark your kids' imagination and boost color awareness, our chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar, has inspired and guided us. To learn shapes, sizes, and other concepts in a focused way. To learn the art form live with this interactive session, let's begin with our today's artistic webinar.
Good morning and a warm welcome to one and all. I, Evelina John, on behalf of Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, welcome you all for today's artistic and creative Sunday hour on the topic Madhubani painting. Madhubani painting mostly depict people and their association with nature, scenes, and deities from the ancient epics. Madhubani art is an expression that makes use of the cultural symbols. This art has its roots in Mithila region of Bihar state. It is basically a folk art and is made on mud, walls, and floors. The work is now being done on paper, fabric, and canvas also for commercial purposes. These paintings are famous and can be easily recognized. As we all know that children love to draw and paint, and Madhubani is one such art form which will keep them engaged and not divert their attention anywhere else throughout the session. I now request our principal, Mrs. Snehal Khataukar ma'am, to brief us about our school. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning to one and all. It's a great pleasure to welcome you all to Vijay Vallabh Sunday Hour. From the bottom of my heart, I thank our today's renowned speaker, Mrs. Snigdha Bhatia, for accepting our request and ready to preside our today's webinar on an interesting topic, Madhubani painting. It is rightly said, art is not what you see, but what you make others see. Art is an expression of our thoughts, emotions, intuitions, and desires. It is also about sharing the way we experience the world. It is the communication of intimate concepts that cannot be faithfully portrayed by words alone. It gives meanings to the lives and helps you understand the world. We at Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School bring out the hidden talents of the students and boost their confidence. We believe that every child is an artist. They are free to dream and imagine. Art is a place for children to learn, to trust their ideas themselves, and to explore what is possible. Every year, our children appear for elementary and intermediate exams and come out with the flying colors. Our children also participate for inter-school drawing competitions and bring out laurels to our school. We also organize art and craft exhibition every year. There we exhibit the students' artistic work. So children, I would like to say, art has the power to transform, to illuminate, to educate, to inspire, and to motivate. It is also creative, inventing, experimenting, and having lots of fun. With these thoughts, I wholeheartedly thank our chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar sir, for the strong support and the guidance given to us to arrange such an innovative and interesting webinar. So let's move further and get enlightened on today's topic, Madhubani painting, and make this morning a wonderful morning. Thank you. Over to Evelina.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful views. Now, I would like to introduce to you our guest of honor, a very eminent creative and artistic personality, Mrs. Snigdha Bhatia, ma'am. Ma'am is an early years educator with a creative background. She has completed her bachelor's in commercial arts from Abhinav College, Pune, and completed diploma in IELTS and PTE mentorship from UF Eber. She is currently pursuing bachelor's in early childhood care and education from New Zealand Territory College. Ma'am is a certified phonic instructor and TEFL, TESOL certified instructor from London College of Teachers. She is a calligraphy instructor of Udemy and have conducted numerous calligraphy workshops for adults and children since 2017. Ma'am also conducts art and craft classes since May 2020. Ma'am, we are indeed very fortunate to have you with us this morning. Now, I request Snigdha ma'am to share her valuable views with us and show us a demo on how to draw this painting. I also request all my viewers to kindly get ready with the required material for Madhubani art. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, everybody. Good morning and welcome everybody for this wonderful session on Sunday. I sincerely thank and I'm full of gratitude for Shri Vijay Vallabh School for inviting me on this day today to portray or to show a demo on Madhubani painting or Madhubani art. All types of folk art are basically, art which connects our roots to our culture, and that is why I am very much attached to all types of folk art, because they are full of vibrant colors. They're they portray a lot of natural elements, and that is why I'm very keen to start this demo where we will be showcasing the natural element of lotus flowers in our drawing today. And I hope all of you join in with your materials so that we can get started immediately. Are we ready to start? Everybody has their material ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. If you could please spotlight my paper. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so today the art that we're going to do, as you all know, that we are going to start with Madhubani, and Madhubani has, it's essential that we have a border. They use a lot of beautiful borders for their paintings. So we are going to start off with by drawing a rectangle, and we'll be adding a small border here in which we'll be doing the leaf motif. Okay, so we will start off with the leaf motif. I'm just going to zoom into the top part of my border now so that all of you can see this. Is this visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, so we'll start off from the corners. In each of these corners, I'm going to draw a leaf shape. Okay, in all the 4 corners. Madhubani art uses a lot of freehand drawings, a lot of natural So this is what it is going to look like. Two diagonal leaves. And we are going to repeat this motif all around the border. We'll be adding the details later with a pen directly. Earlier, this was done using natural elements. Like they used to use rice powder or, turmeric or haldi powder for different colors, or marigold flowers for orange color. So all the natural elements were used for the painting of this beautiful artwork. But artists over the years have adapted, and this art has taken on a new form where we can adapt this on any surface that we want now. Okay, let's complete this and then we'll start off with the main painting. So all different types of motifs are used in Madhubani art. They also use heavenly bodies like the sun and the moon. They use a lot of flowers, leaves, animals in their paintings. So this is the basic border that we are going to create on the four sides. And then we will move on to your main painting, where we will be recreating the lotus flower in Madhubani style. So in this particular style, they make use of a lot of lines. Okay, I'm going to wait another minute for you all to finish this border, and then we will start with the main drawing. I hope the drawing is visible. Okay. Okay, so in between these leaves, later on, we'll be drawing these lines. So these lines that I'm drawing right now, they are a very characteristic feature of the Madhubani art. They use these lines in various amounts in the entire drawing. Okay, and then later on, we'll add the colors onto this. Okay, I'm just going to do the top part for you to see the process. And then we will start with the lotus. We'll be drawing two lotuses today. And we'll be arranging them in a very beautiful kind of a composition. So I'm going to start with my main lotus out here on the left side top corner. I'm going to start with the middle part, with the middle petal. Now all these petals and the drawings will have a double line along it. Okay, then the next petal. So we are basically drawing a very basic structure of a lotus. And then we'll be adding our double line onto all the petals. Okay. So these 5 petals plus 2 petals at the bottom. And now the stem of the petal, which we will turn it out here like this. Again, a double line for the stem. So that's the first one. The second lotus, I'm going to draw it here. I'm going to use the same process by drawing double lines. 2 petals at the bottom. Double lines. And now the stem of this one, I'm going to turn and join it out here like this. So there are 2 intertwined lotuses and a small one out here. With only 3 petals. Okay, so these are the main elements of today's drawing. I'm going to add the flat lotus leaves, the characteristic flat lotus leaves. Again, like for the lotuses, I'm going to add a double line. Okay, this is how the lotus leaves are shown. This is how they depicted in Madhubani art. I'm going to draw a few all over the painting. Okay. Okay, I hope all of you are able to draw this and see this clearly.
Yes, ma'am. You can see our children also drawing along with you.
Okay, great. That's perfect. Very nice. Okay. Let's draw a few more. You can draw various shapes and sizes for the leaves, depending on the space that you have on your paper. Okay, so these are the 3 lotus and the leaves that we have drawn. After you finish with this, there are the main part of Madhubani art is that they don't leave any spaces empty in the drawing. And that is why we are going to fill this up with smaller leaves, but we'll be doing that directly with a green pen. I want you all to finish this and outline it with a black pen so that we can start the coloring. So let's do the outline. We'll rub off all the pencil lines later once we're done with the outline. So the lotus in Madhubani art, it denotes purity. All the different elements, they have their own significance in Madhubani art. Okay, now the leaves. So just a lot of basic and complex shapes together make Madhubani art more beautiful and alluring to the eyes. Okay, just two more to go. If you are using a sketch pen, make sure that the ink has dried up before you rub off the pencil lines. Otherwise, it may smudge onto your paper. Okay, once the ink has dried, we can rub off all the pencil lines that we don't need. I'll also do the top part of the border just to show you how we are going to color it. And the lines. You can see that except for the border that we have done, we have not used the scale anywhere. It's a freehand drawing, which makes it look more natural and authentic. All right, so this is done. Now we'll start with the coloring. Let's rub off the pencil lines here. You want me to wait a minute or should I start with the coloring?
I think, ma'am, you'll have to just wait for some time. They are doing the outlining.
All right,
Huh.
sure. I can see a few of their papers and it's looking good. Few of the papers are visible to me. It's looking good, nice.
Yes, ma'am, they are doing.
Okay, then I'll just do this bordering as well.
Students, just show on your screen what you're doing better. Everyone? Yes. Just show on your screen. Yes. Very good. Yes, Rudransh.
Nice.
Yes. Please show on
Looks good. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Looks lovely. Very nice.
Mrs. Siddiqui Sarah?
Samira,
Yeah.
Let's see.
That is
Wow.
Samira's work.
please show what
Beautiful.
you're doing, students.
This is Reva's work.
Wonderful. Very clean and neat. Very nice.
Very good, children. Very good.
Arya Tatuskar, just hold your paper up.
Looks beautiful.
I hope those students who are watching at home, they are also doing the same thing and they are going to submit to their teachers.
Yes.
फेसबुकवर बघा ना काय दिसतंय कारण स्पीकर व्ह्यू येतो त्याच्यात
Looks nice. Very good. All of you doing a fantastic job. Very nice. Another minute or so, then we'll start with the coloring.
That's Samira.
Okay, looks beautiful. Nice. Yeah. Neat work. Very good.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the border we have done.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Yes. Which they feel suitable for them. How convenient is for them.
What do you, can you repeat the question again, please?
The border which you have done,
Yes.
it can be in other designs also, no?
Absolutely. Yes. You can use any natural elements. You can also use triangles, geometrical shapes to create the borders.
And the lotus design which you have selected here.
Yes.
Which other pictures we can take for that?
So you can do a lot of, you can use birds.
Yes.
There are different birds sitting on branches. You can do that.
Yes.
They use a lot of peacock paintings. They use a lot of fish or the sun god. They also use, wedding pictures.
Yes.
So where, a ritual is taking place. So even that is depicted in these drawings.
Yes. This has come fantastic, ma'am. The lotus
Thank
is
you.
very nice.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So shall we start coloring now?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can use pink, red, whichever color that you like. We are going to color 3 leaves, and in the 3 leaves, in between the 2 leaves that we're going to color, we are again going to add lines. Like I said, lines hold a lot of importance in these paintings. Okay. So the central portion I'm going to color. You can use pink, you can use red, you can use magenta, mauve, whichever color you like, but make sure that it's nice and bright. And these 2 small petals I'm going to color. For the remaining 2, I'm going to add lines. So we're not going to color the entire flower. Okay, I'll tell you where all we are going to add the lines. So these 2 petals. Now these small portions in the leaf, I'm going to add the lines to that as well. Okay, these parts. We have also added lines to our borders. This. So wherever we are adding the lines, we're not going to add color to those parts. We're going to keep it in white itself. Okay, and again we'll add lines out here to these two petals as well. On these two. Okay, the remaining part we're going to color. So the same color for the lotus. Green for the dark green for the leaves, because we're going to use light green somewhere else. Okay, so for this part of the leaf, I'm going to use a darker green. I'll just show you the elements that we still have to add, and then we'll complete the drawing. So for all the leaves, we'll be using the dark green color. For the stem, I'm going to use brown. And then we are going to use a light green pen to draw a few more leaves, because like I said, we don't leave any part of the Madhubani art in white. Okay, there are no negative spaces. So in between the drawing that we have already done, I'm going to add green leaves with a green pen, light green pen directly. And these will not be colored. These will only be filled in with lines. Okay, so that's the basic thing that you have to remember. All this will be done in lines with the light green pen. And I'm going to repeat this all along the paper.
Ma'am, I would like to ask you that which other pens we can use for this?
So we can use brush pens for coloring. You can also use poster colors for coloring.
Yes.
Sketch pens for doing the light work or the line work.
Yes.
And markers obviously for the outlines.
The sketch pens.
Yes, these are sketch pens which we are using for the line work.
Yeah, paper won't get spoiled, no? Because we
No,
have
not at all.
to work very minutely.
Yes, no, not at all. So there is a technique of how you use the sketch pen. You have to use the tip.
Yes.
Okay.
Only the tip
when
of
you're
the
doing
pen.
it.
Yeah,
Only
correct.
the tip of the pen.
Yes.
So only the tip touches the paper so that it doesn't smudge or, create shabby work.
Yes.
So this is how I'm going to add leaves all around the drawing with a green pen.
One more thing I would like to ask that
Yes.
should we cover up the full paper like how you are covering up wherever the
Yes.
gaps are there? Yeah, that is I just wanted to ask you.
Yes. So in Madhubani, they don't leave any part white.
Yes.
Okay, or any part, like we say, this is the negative space. Wherever there is no drawing, it is a negative space. Wherever there is drawing is the positive space. But in Madhubani art, they fill up the entire page.
Yes.
Or the entire painting.
Yeah.
Okay, with different motives
cover
that
up,
they
yeah,
have.
yeah. The full empty place we have to cover up.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so you can fill it up with color. You have a choice. You can fill it up with color, or you can fill it up with motifs like this.
Yeah, and designs also we can do if we want.
Yes, designs you can select whichever you want. So this is this type of work where you have to do detailing is great for children because it improves their focus and concentration. And it also helps in advancing their motor skills. Also, while they're doing this, they're also thinking about what colors to use. So it enhances their color combination as well. So it helps in cognitive skills as well.
Rudransh, can you show your drawing on the screen? Rudransh? Arya Tatuskar, please show your drawing. Yes. Yes, very good. Yes, Arya.
Oh, nice. Very good. Okay. Are the children able to follow this, or do they have any questions?
No, ma'am, they are doing it.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
there is a question from one viewer
Okay.
that can they use oil pastels on this painting?
I would advise against that because oil pastels require a different kind of, it's a different kind of medium basically. And after you finish coloring, you need to rub it off with a tissue or cotton ball so that there are no rough edges because of the oil pastels. So for, especially for these kind of, art, the folk art, it's best that you use colors which, you can apply smoothly onto the surface. So color pencils are great. You can use watercolors, you can use poster colors, brush pens.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Most of. Okay, so I've filled this up with leaves now. Now for the border, I'm going to use slightly bright color so that it stands out. So for the part where we have done the leaves, I'm going to use yellow.
Ma'am, you have done this design. On which places we can do this?
On which mediums? So this kind of painting can be done on canvas. It can be done on fabric, paper. It can also be done on ceramics.
Yeah.
Coasters can be used on MDF.
Yes.
To make coasters or even fridge magnets.
Yeah.
So a lot of multi-purpose uses for this kind of art.
Yes.
Okay, so for the border, I've used yellow. Complete the leaves. I hope we are within the time limit. Are we running short of time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
You
so
you can complete. Yeah.
yeah, so I've completed this part. I've shown them how to do the border and all the elements of the drawing. So the 3 sides of the border, you can do it similarly like I've done for the top part. Okay, that's how you can complete this. Okay, we don't have much time. Otherwise, you can also use a blue color for the background so that the lotuses and the leaves stand out, a light blue color. Okay, so I think we'll stop here. Is that okay, ma'am?
Children, I would like to tell you to show your drawings, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Along
the
with
children.
you, our children also have completed it. So
Wow.
you can just have a look over here.
Sure, yes, I would love to.
Siddhi,
Siddhi, just show your work. Hold a paper up. Yes, this is Siddhi's work.
Very good.
Oh, very nice.
If you have any suggestions also, ma'am, you can surely.
Deva,
Yes.
Reva,
Yes, very good.
Very
she
nice
just completed her drawing.
drawing. Okay, no problem.
Isha,
That's
Oh, wow.
Isha's.
Very
Nice. Very good, Isha. Looks nice. Lovely.
Children, you have done very well in the first attempt.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Looks beautiful.
Some completed work after this webinar. Those who
Yes.
have completed, all the drawings will come to us. So I'll be
Right.
the completed work to show how our students have done.
Of course. Yeah. That would be nice.
Over to you, Annie, for the question answer session.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. I think we all have enjoyed this. A very beautiful presentation, ma'am. And I think so we all are sitting at home and enjoying this. So let's see a short video. Today, sitting at home, we have all learned a new art form, that is the Madhubani painting. Our parents and students are all keen to know more about this new art form, ma'am. So let's quench their queries through this session. So we have the first question from Arya Tatuskar. Oh, to you, Snigdha, ma'am. I think Arya is ready with her question.
Sure. Yeah, she can ask.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My name is Arya Tatuskar. I am from Standard 8. And my question to you is, can you tell us from where and how did this art originate?
मैम, क्या आप हमें बता सकते हैं कि इस कला की उत्पत्ति कहां से और कैसे हुई? Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, sure. So like I said, Madhubani art is also called as Mithila art for a reason, because this is where it originated in the Mithila region, which is present day Bihar, you can say. So it dates back to the era where Raja Janak had asked an artist to paint the wedding picture of Sita and Sri Ram, and that is where it originated, and that is how it was called as Mithila art, which later was called as Madhubani. And at that point of time, they used to use different kinds of natural elements, and they used to use cow dung to preserve the drawings, and that is where it originated. That is in Mithila. It dates back to that era, so it's a very old folk art, very traditional folk art. And nowadays in Bihar also there are a few families who have passed on this particular art form to the newer generations. So there are a few artists from that era, like Sita Devi, there's Ganga Devi, there is Bharti Dayal, who have been doing a lot of work to propagate or to make this kind of art popular. But it has its origins in Mithila.
Yes, ma'am. You have given a lot of detailed information about the Madhubani painting, that is the Mithila painting. It is a style practiced in the Mithila region of India and in Nepal. It was named after the Madhubani district of Bihar, which is where it originated. Thank you, ma'am. We have our next question. That is Rudransh Mahamuni would like to ask you a question, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning, madam. My name is Rudransh Mauni. I am from Standard 5th. My question is, what skills are required to draw such a beautiful art?
इतनी सुंदर कला को चित्रित करने के लिए किन कौशल्य की आवश्यकता होती है? Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rudransh, for this question. So the basic skills that you require are, to have a basic knowledge of the elements that are used in this particular folk art. Like I've mentioned earlier, they use a lot of natural elements, and the more you observe nature, the more inspiration you get. And so those are, and if you see the drawing, it's a very basic kind of art form. They don't use too many complex shapes, so children can very easily learn and adapt this kind of artwork in their drawings and make use of different mediums, like I have already told you. So they can do it in pencil, they can use different colors to paint this. So basically a mixture of you can say your motor skills, your cognitive skills, where you think about what colors to use, how to place different elements together into your drawing. So all these skills can come together, and children can benefit from all this because it works on different levels.
Yes, ma'am. You have really drawn a very beautiful painting and you have presented it really in a very nice way. And I really know it needs a lot of patience and fine art, and which you have really done it so beautifully. And traditionally, this painting was one of the skills that has passed on from generation to generations in our families. So wonderful work, ma'am. Now we have our next question, ma'am. That is Isha Chavan would like to ask a question to you, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Isha Gaurav Chavan. I am in 5th. My question to you is, can this art help children to create new artwork?
Yes, ma'am. क्या ये कला बच्चों को नई कलाकृति बनाने में मदद कर सकती है? Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, most definitely, because as we all know that the kind of imagination that children have, it's something which is so beautiful, because they tend to take inspiration from different things and make beautiful art. So yes, it will most definitely help them, because it is a very simple art form. It makes use of very basic shapes like your lines, circles or geometrical shapes, and all these are something which children are very good at drawing. It's very easy for them to draw this. They can use these basic shapes to create the different elements of nature, like flowers, leaves, or some animals, keeping in mind that there are a few nuances which they have to keep in mind for these different folk arts. Is the number of lines that they use, or the kind of repetition that is done for a particular element. So all these things the children can learn, and it will definitely help them in creating new forms of art.
Yes, ma'am. Art really helps the students to build up their creativity. And this art, which is rich, so beautifully presented, provides a perfect opportunities for our students to learn the shapes, size, the concepts in a very focused manner. We have our next question. That is Samira Samal would like to ask a question to you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Samira Samal. I am from Standard 8. Ma'am, my question is, which are the other types of folk art like Madhubani painting?
Yes. मधुबनी पेंटिंग की तरह अन्य प्रकार की लोक कलाएं कौन सी है मैम? Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Samira. So we all know that India has a very rich culture, okay, and very rich traditions have been passed on from generation to generation. So practically in every state of India, we see that there are different kinds of folk art that have been evolving, that have been passed on in generations, and that have been dating back to many centuries. Okay, so like today we have seen Madhubani art from the Mithila region. We also have Varli art from the Western Maharashtra region. We have Gond art from Madhya Pradesh. We also have Lipan art from Gujarat. We have Pattachitra from Odisha. Okay, we have Pithora art from Gujarat. We also have Thanka paintings, okay, which depict the Buddha. A lot of inspiration taken from the natural elements.
A lot of inspiration taken from the natural elements. You able to hear now?
Yes. You can hear now? Can you hear?
Unmute yourself, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You have given a lot of information about the Madhubani painting and the other folk arts. India is a home of 50 traditional folk arts and tribal arts. These Indian folk arts have been passed on from generation to generation for more than 300 years ago. Thank you, ma'am. And we have a next question from Siddhi Kivsara. Over to you, Siddhi.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Siddhi Kivansara. I am from Standard 9. My question is, can this hobby be turned into full-time career opportunity?
हाँ मैम, क्या इस शौक को पूर्णकालिक करियर के अवसर में बदला जा सकता है? Over to you, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, Siddhi, for this wonderful question. So over the years, many artists have made many variations of this particular art form, and going from using natural elements and using these kind of drawings on walls, we have made a lot of adaptations, okay, and variations. And now you can see this particular art, as a global industry, because many of these elements and many of these drawings have made their way into different kinds of materials. Like now they are being done on fabric, okay, they've been done on canvas, on clay, on porcelain, on mugs. So it can be printed, it can be hand drawn, it can be painted on coasters, on trays, okay, it can be gifted as canvases, or it can also be gifted as something that you draw on fabrics. Of course, on papers it can be done. So it has a plethora of different kinds of mediums in which this can be used, and people all over the world are fascinated by Indian art, the folk art, the rich folk art that we have learned over the centuries. It has got a very fantastic mixture of, using the natural elements from nature as well as adapting it to the modern technology. So yes, it has a wide reach in terms of career.
Yes, ma'am. Very well said. Hobbies are always an opportunity to explore our hidden talents. And it is very well said by Ralph Emerson that never lose an opportunity of seeing anything beautiful. And we all sitting over here, we are really very fortunate to watch you live and such beautiful drawings, ma'am. We are really fortunate. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. I would
now
also like to show you a video showing this different, how they have adapted this Madhubani art in, today's world, and how it has taken on a global platform.
Beautiful artwork, ma'am. It really fascinates your eyes, the colors, the beauty, the nature, and everything in it. So lovely. We also would like to show our children who have already completed their drawing. So just have a look at it, ma'am. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Yes, I will. Definitely.
That is Rudransh Mahamuni.
Okay.
Isha Chavan.
Very nice. Beautiful.
That is Samira Samal.
Fantastic work. Very good, all of you.
You can say thank you. Siddhi Kimsara.
Okay. It's nice.
That's Reva Chavan.
Wonderful indeed. So happy to see this. Very good. Nicely done.
And that's Arya Tatuskar.
Beautiful. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice.
I hope they have done it well, ma'am.
Absolutely, absolutely. For their first attempt, they have done fantastically, I would say.
Thank you so much, ma'am. With this, I request our principal, ma'am, to present her views. Over to you, ma'am.
Today, we had an outstanding personality, Mrs. Snigdha Bhatia, for the webinar on an interesting topic, Madhubani painting. It is rightly said, there is no age for learning. And the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. There is nothing impossible for those who try. Ma'am, I really appreciate you for sparing your valuable time for us on this topic. Our viewers were engrossed in your demo and learned the art. Thank you. Over to you, Annie.
Thank you, ma'am, for your views. With this, I hand over to Evelina to propose a vote of thanks. Over to you, Evelina.
Thank you, Annie. On behalf of our school, I extend a hearty vote of thanks to our guest, Mrs. Snigdha ma'am, who spared time from her busiest schedule to shower her creativity on us. Today, our children and viewers got an opportunity to hear and paint along with you, ma'am. This will surely be going to encourage us all in our future events. A heartfelt thanks to our chairman, Shri Subhaji Parmar sir, committee members, trust members, principals, and teachers for their encouragement and guidance. A special thanks to our technical team for their strong support. A big thank you to you viewers for joining us to Facebook Live Sunday Hour. I appreciate your patience and support during this time. Thank you once again and stay tuned with us for many more upcoming interesting webinars. Meet you next Sunday. Have a nice day.
Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, Pune, India. Thanks all our viewers for giving your overwhelming response. Thanks to our today's eminent guest. A special thanks to our chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar. A big thanks to our team members, Mrs. Snehal Khataukar, Principal, Mr. Kalpesh Darji, Team Leader, Mrs. Annie Swamikan, Teacher, Mrs. Avelina John, Teacher, Mrs. Itisha Shah, Teacher, Miss Bhavika Rathod, Teacher, Mrs. Aparna Dhaigude, Team Member, Miss Daksha Dhalawat, Team Member. Once again, thank you all. Thank you all the viewers for watching this webinar. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday for yet another interesting webinar. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.